Hello dear student, I am Munagar Vimal. In this lecture, this is very important lecture that is for standard 9th and 10th. In mathematics, chapter number 1, number system in standard 9th and real numbers in standard 10th. Now it is part number 1. In this part, we are going to study some definition that is very important for standard 9th and standard 10th. So I have combined both the lecture and it is useful for 9th and 10th. So let we understand, we learn the definition that important in both the standards. In this chapter, that is chapter number 1, real numbers in standard 10th, and chapter number 1, number system in standard 9th. First, by introducing this definition, here we are going to learn this ninth definition. Given that first one is natural numbers, second one is whole numbers, third one is integer numbers, fourth one is rational numbers, fifth one is irrational numbers, sixth one is real numbers, seventh one is prime number, and eighth one is co-prime numbers, and ninth one is composite numbers. So we are going to study this ninth definition. So pay attention here carefully, and it will be useful for further work. So you have to remember this 9 definition. So let we start with first definition, that is natural numbers. How can we describe any number that it is natural number or not? First we define natural numbers by n, capital N. We define natural numbers by n. So how can we say that the given numbers are natural numbers? Let you know that any number line. Also you can see that one example, that is your scale, ruler, that is on scale there is given such type of numbers. Here you can see that this is number line. In middle of number line that is given 0. And you know that stepping on right side, there is given such type of number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to infinite. Middle, on the middle part there is given 0, and on the right side of 0 there is given such type of number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and up to, and these all are positive numbers. These all are positive numbers. So such type of numbers are known or are called the natural numbers. So the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinite are called natural numbers. Natural numbers, that is capital N, is also called counting numbers because it is used for counting. Sometimes we also count, if you want to count any coins, you have so many coin, then if you want to count, then you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we count some things. So we can say that natural numbers are counting numbers. So first definition, that is natural numbers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, these positive numbers are known as natural numbers. Let we go for next definition. whole numbers. Whole numbers. Let again we draw number line. Now middle part is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up to infinite. If we put 0 in natural number, now we include natural number with 0, natural number plus 0, then it will be a whole number. Then we can say that these numbers are whole numbers. So we define whole numbers by capital W. We define whole number by capital W. So the natural numbers including 0, the natural numbers including 0 is called whole numbers. Is called whole numbers. What are the natural number? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and up to infinite. If we put 0 with this set, then it will be whole number. So we starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to infinite, these all are known as whole numbers. So these are whole number about whole numbers. Next definition, integer numbers. Integer numbers, that is you can say that we cannot describe this any number in fraction mode, that is q by 1 by 2. We cannot write any number 1 by 2 because we are going to talk about integer number, and we cannot put any decimal in this integer number. So about integer numbers, let we again draw line in middle 0, in right side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up to infinite, and left side of 0 on number line there are negative numbers, that is -1, -2, -3, -4. So now including all these numbers, negative, 0 and positive numbers. So the set of these all numbers are known as integer numbers. So we define integer numbers by Z. We define integer numbers by Z. The positive whole numbers, negative whole numbers and 0. Including these all numbers are called integers. So these all numbers are known as integers. Negative whole numbers 0 and positive whole numbers. So making this group is known as integers. As infinite to -4, -3, -2, -1, 0 and 1, 2, 3 up to infinite. These all numbers are known as integers. Next definition, rational numbers. How can we say that the given number is rational number? So we define rational number by Q, capital Q. The number R. How can we say that the given number is rational number? The number R is any number, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 by 2, etc. So the number R is called rational number if it can be defined as, or we can write the R as P by Q in the form P by Q, where P is integer. That is we select P from Z, that is P belongs to Z. We can take the value of P from integer, that is Z. and q is natural number, or you can also take as an integer, but q as a integer, but we will not take q is equal to 0. Q does not equal to 0, or we can find q belongs to n, because we know that if we put 0 in denominator in any number, then this value is not defined, so we never take q is equal to 0. So if we write number r in the form p by q, then we can say that r is a rational number, and we take value of p from integer set, and q we can take value from n. If we want to write from z, then we always say that q does not equal to 0. We never take value of q is equal to 0. So now the rational number are given as minus 7 by 2, minus 22, 25 by 2, minus 2. Here you can see that minus 2 is also rational number. Why? Because you can also write minus 2 as minus 2 by 1, as minus 2 by 1. So you can say that 2 is rational number. Minus 1 is also rational number. Why? You can write minus 1 as minus 1 by 1. So it is also a rational number. You can see that in the form we have write p by q. 0 is also a rational number, because 0 can also write 0 by 1. So 1 by 2, 1, 25 by 4, 7 by 9. So these all numbers that we can define it as, or we can write in the form p by q. These all numbers are known as rational numbers. So let's talk about irrational numbers. We can define irrational number by I, or we can write irrational number by I. So now, what is the irrational number? If any number is not rational number, if any number is not rational number, then it is irrational number. Or we can say that a number s is called irrational, if it cannot be written in the form p by q. If we cannot write any number in the form p by q, then we can say that this number is irrational numbers. And as we know that p and q are integer, but q does not equal to 0. So example of irrational number are given as root 2, root 5, or you can say that if you not found any square root of any number, or so you can say that this number is irrational number. Here you can see that my root 2 and root 5, we cannot find root of root 2 and root 5, so we can say that these numbers are irrational numbers. Or you can also say that if any given that any decimal number is given here, any decimal number, then you see that after decimal point, if number or group of number is not repeated, then you can say that the given number is decimal, given number is irrational number. As you can see that after decimal point, here you can see that any number is not repeated. If you want to take 0, then 0 is not repeated after its place. If you take group of 0 0, then it is not repeated after some pattern. If you take 0 0 2 0, then you can see that this group is not repeated in after decimal points. In the way that if any group or any number is not repeated after some time, then you can say that this given number is rational number. About next definition. Definition number 6, real numbers. Now main topic that we want to discuss, that is real numbers. What is the real numbers? Now including the numbers. Now including the numbers, which numbers? N, that is natural number, W, that is whole number, Z, that is integers, Q, that is rational number, and I, that is irrational number. Now we put this all number in a set. In a set, then it is called real number. It is called real. This set of this all number is called real number, or you can say that this is universal number. You can say that is universal numbers. So the set of, or we including numbers N, W, Z, Q and I are called real numbers. So by these 6 definition, we can observe that N is a subset of W. N is a subset of W. When can we say that N is a subset of W? That the all numbers, all members of N, all numbers of N are in W. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all are in W, because W is greater than N, because W has 0. So W is greater than N. So we can say that N is a subset of W. Now about next step, that is W is a set of Z, subset of Z, because the number 0, 1, 2 up to infinite are in the numbers Z. So we can say that W is a subset of Z. Indirectly, we can also say that N is a subset of Z. N is a subset of Z indirectly, because N is a subset of W, then W is subset of Z. Indirectly, we can say that N is a subset of Z. Now, Z is a subset of Q, because numbers from Z all are in Q. So, indirectly we can say that N is a subset of Q and W is a subset of Q, because N is a subset of W, W is a subset of Z, and Z is a subset of Q. So we can say that these all numbers N, W is subset of Q. And at last, Q is a subset of R. So we can say that Z is a subset of R, W is a subset of R, and N is a subset of R. And we can say that R is a superset. Superset, that all these numbers are included in R. So this was about this observation. Now next definition. Prime numbers. What are the prime numbers? A prime number is a natural number. What is natural number? We want to take any number from natural number. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 up to infinite. A prime number is a natural number greater than 1. Greater than 1. That we have to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to infinite. Is not product of any two smaller natural number. Any product of two natural numbers, or we can say that a number, that is a natural number which is divided by only one, and itself is called prime number. So here you can say that 2 is a prime number, because 2 is divided by only 1 and itself 2. 3 also a prime number, because 3 is divided by only 1 and itself, that is 3. By any other number it cannot be divided. About 5, it is also divided by 5 and 1. 8, 7, it is also divided by 1 and 7. 11, it is also divided by 1 and itself. 13 also, and 17. So these type of numbers are known as prime number, which are divided by only 1 and itself, or these are not product of any two natural numbers. As you can see that 8 is equal to, we can write 8 is a 4 into 2, 4 into 2, and these 2 and 4 are natural number, and you can write 8 in the form the product of two natural numbers. So this number is not prime number. So a number which is divided by only 1 and itself, it called prime number. So you can understand that these all numbers are prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, these all numbers are known as prime numbers. About next definition, coprimes. How can we say that the given numbers are coprime numbers? Number which do not have any common factor. If they are given two numbers, and from that two numbers have not any common factor between them other than one, only one, are called coprime numbers. Are called coprime numbers. Or we can say that two natural numbers are coprime numbers if their HCF, higher common factor, is only 1. Highest common factor is only 1. So let we understand by example. Here given that 2 and 5, we want to say that these are coprime or not. 2 and 5, here you can see that from 2 and 5 there is no any common factor other than 1. You can find only 1. If we factor these 2 is equal to factor, if you want to factorize this number 2, we know that 2 is equal to 1 multiplied by 2. And you can see that if we factorize 2, then you can see that this is, you can see here that 1 is only factor, and about 5 is equal to 1 multiplied by 5. So in these two numbers you can find only 1 as a common factor, or HCF of both the numbers. So you can say that these two numbers 2 and 5 are coprimes because we cannot find any common factor from both the numbers and other than 1. So we can say that these two numbers are coprime. About 13 and 17, you can also say that 13, if you factor 13, that is 1 into 13, and we factor 17, that is 1 into 17. 1 into 17. Here you can see that 1 is only common factor, and you cannot find common factor other than 1. So you can say that 13 and 17 are coprime numbers. So these type of numbers are known as coprime numbers. If any given any two number, and between them you cannot find any common factor other than 1, then you can say that these two numbers are coprime numbers. Also you can, if you take three numbers 2, 7 and 19, these three numbers also are coprime numbers because you cannot find any common factor other than 1 from these three prime numbers. So it was about coprime number. Next definition number 9, and it is last definition. composite number. What is a composite number? Composite number is a positive integer. We are talking about positive integer. Positive integer, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 up to infinite, that has a factor then 1 and itself. There has a common factor. There is a factor then other than 1 and itself, then we can say that given number is composite number. So about composite number is a positive integer that has a factor then other than 1 and itself. So we can, if you want to write 4, then we can write 4 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2. So you can see that the 4 is composite of two numbers, 2 and 2. So you can see that this number is composite number. What can you say? And about 10. 10 is also composite number, because we can factor 10 other than 1 and itself, that is 2 multiplied by 5. So it is composite of two number, 2 and 5. So it is composite number. What you can say about 7? What you can say about 7? Is this composite number or not? Let we factor first. Is you know that we can factor 7 as 1 into 7. In definition, given that it must have a factor other than 1 in itself. So we cannot say this. So this 7 is not composite number, and it is a prime number. Prime number. So it was about all these definitions. You have to remember this 9 definition, and we use this definition in other examples. And these all definition are very important for your further work. About your homework. In homework, these all 9 definition you have to write it 2 times. These all write all definition 2 times in homework.